Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 18 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to finish our model. Now we're gonna continue working on this by creating the sheet. So to start off, what I want to do is to create our starting view. So to do that, we need to go to ground floor and then select this right here and then camera, and then I want to create a camera view of our model. So here, holding on shift, we could shift this one around, and as you can see, we have our model. And what we can do is we can make it nicer. So to do that, what we can do is put this one to hidden, change the graphic display to have a background of gradient. It's up to you if you want to change it to realistic or shaded. If you put it in realistic, of course it's not the proper materials yet, because we're gonna render it in Twinmotion, but we're gonna use this render so that we could show it in our sheet cover page. So here, after that, you can also check on the sketchy lines. If you enable that, you will see that it will have those jitters and extensions that looks nice. So as you can see, it looks like it's a sketch, and it's really up to you to decide which one are you gonna do. And then after that, you have all of those options. For me, I'm just gonna put it in hidden line, because as you can see, it's giving that sketch vibe, and then we could put in shadows, and that looks amazing right there. So I'm happy with that. So now, to make this one our starting view, we could go to manage, and then here, starting view. This is 3D view 2. That's the name of the 3D that we created. So we could click here, starting view, and we need to choose that so that every time we open our project right here, it will be the one that is set up. So after that, once we do that, now we could start doing the rendering first, so that once we're in once we have the sheets, we could just add those sheets right there. So for now, what we're gonna do is we're going to go to view and then click on render. So here we have different kinds of settings. We have draft, medium, high, and best, and then we also have custom. So if you put it in other settings, it will take longer to do. So for me, what I do first is to do a draft to see how everything looks, and if it's good enough, then I'll put in the best and let it sit. So we're just gonna do one first. So I'm gonna choose draft, leave every settings, and then just click render. Just wait a couple of seconds, and then once it's done, we'll be able to edit or to change those exposures. So now, once we have this rendering, as you can see, it looks okay, but it's not the best. But here, once you click this adjust exposure, we'll be able to change some of the controls right here. So if you want it darker or brighter, you'll be able to extend this one by just dragging it and then click apply, and then okay once you're done. It's either you want to export it, so you can export it to different files. Of course, sometimes PNG is the best, or JPEG So either one, you'll be able to add it there. For me, I'm just gonna save it to my project, and then it will create a rendering image right here. Okay, so now we can close this, and then you can delete this first, and then after that we can have this one as rendering 1. And then now that we have this rendering 1 right there, we'll be able to add it onto our sheet. So create the sheet, we have to click right here, right click, and then new sheet. We have asymmetric. If you want different title blocks, you can click on load and then go to the title block. And then once you have that, you'll be able to choose different title blocks right here. For me, I'm good enough with asymmetric, so I'm just gonna press OK. And then we have this one right here. And then what you need to do is just add in the rendering 1 right there, double click to make it, or to extend that one. And then once you extend that one, I don't want the naming there, so the title name, so click here and then select this one again, and then click no title. And then here, because you can put ACD and then house here, and then the name cover sheet, and then here we could put in cover sheet or cover page, and then here I'm going to put it as A101, and then Revit will recognize this once you create different sheet. And then let me put this one again right here, and then no title. And then I want to add in the sheet list, so go to schedule, right click, new sheet list, and then what you want to do is to add sheet number, so put it, and then sheet number first, and then sheet name afterwards. It's very important to put the proper numbering so that it goes first before the other one in the list. So after that, go here. I want to format the look, the appearance. Here I don't want the blank row after this, so I'm gonna check that. And then here I'm gonna change the title text to be 8. Here I want it to be 6, and then here I want it to be 4. Press OK, and then change this one to so I'm gonna type in drawing list, and then I'm just going to drag it here. And then you'll be able to extend it to your liking, and then just extend it a bit so that everything looks good. And then once we add more sheets, everything will follow. And then now, so it start off at A101. You can change this to A1 only, A1.01. Whatever you do, Revit will recognize that, and it will create the second one. It will recognize the sequencing. So here we have A001. So now right click again, new sheet, and it will ask again for the title block, and just choose the A0, and then it will create 2. Let's open this up so that you guys can see. And 3, we're gonna create up to probably 6, and then let's create each and every one of that. So
So right now I created 6 sheets, and obviously if you have a bigger project, you will add more into this. You can even create your site and whatnot. So yeah, let's make up to A10 and then let's create those. So first, you could change the naming here if you just double click, and then you could change right here. You could put this one as cover sheet, all caps, and then press OK. So now that's good. And if you go to A102, you can change it also right here, and then also here. So this one will be we're gonna put site plan. Next, you could go right here as well. This one should be after site plan. So here we did site plan, and then we have our first floor, and then here you could put the owner. So ACD, so Archcore Design, and then project is whatever house you want to name this one. So house, and then we have first floor, and then here we could put second floor. Then I want to add, we could add section right here, and then elevations. So that's good. We have everything that we need to start. So in the cover sheet, let's go there. We could just drag and drop this one. So drag and drop, select it right there, select it again, and then here we could change with no title for the viewport. And then double click on this. You'll be able to stretch it. And as you can see, because it's a rendering, we have the option of making it big. But if you have a 3D view, unfortunately, you cannot do that. So here, for example, a 3D view, it's limited to the view. So you can expand this, but unfortunately, you cannot make it bigger. So that's the advantage of having it rendered. So I'll just undo that. I just need to show you guys. So double click outside again. And then now I'm gonna create the sheet list. So to do that, you need to go to schedules, select that, and then right click. And then here, new sheet list. And then after that, we scroll down, and then we put in obviously the sheet number first, and then after that, the sheet name. And then press OK to finish. Now it will create all of this information. You can change this to drawing list. And then I don't like the gap here, so we could edit this. So edit, and then here you'll be able to filter, sorter, format, and then appearance. We need to go to the appearance. I don't want a blank row before the data, so we're gonna remove this. After that, the title text is this one. So we can make this one bigger, so around 6. And then we have the header text, which is this one. We can make this one bigger as well, so around 5. And then we have all of this, the body text. So we could just put it at standard 2.5 millimeters Arial. And then after that, you press OK. Now it created this. So now, if you go and open up this, go to your cover sheet, and then you need to drag and drop. So you can drag and drop right here, and obviously you can select that, and then you can maximize this. So now it looks much better. So any changes that you do, if you delete one of this, it will automatically change right here. So for example, I'm gonna create a new sheet. Once I create a new sheet, this will be created as well. If I delete this, this will be deleted as well. So it's very instant. So that's very handy because you don't need to come back here and change it and whatnot. So for example, if you don't want a sheet to be shown right here, but you still want the drawing, because that happens. So what you need to do is you need to go to the sheet, and then you need to go right here and then appear in sheet list. You need to uncheck that and then click apply. And then after that, it will be not here, but at least you know that it's still here. So sometimes there's some reason that you don't need to show the drawing on this sheet. You don't need to delete this. You can just go to the sheet and then just uncheck this. So now I'm just going to put it back because we need it. And then click apply, and then everything is good right here. So now I'm going to go back to site plan. And then obviously we have a site right here. I'm going to drag and drop here and see how it looks. So it looks okay. So usually it looks like this. It covers everything like a site plan. So what I want to do is just limit the size of this. So I'm gonna do a crop view. So I need to check all of this. And then after that, you'll be able to crop it just a little. And then I don't want my elevation tag. So you need to type in VG and then go to elevation. So E, or it will be under annotation. So E and then elevation. So apply, okay. And then your elevation tag is not there anymore. And obviously we don't need the grid because it's a site plan. We don't need that yet. So go to annotation and then type in G. That is the grid. So, okay. So now this is looking like the site. You can definitely add in more information in the site. So you could go and add in text. So here you could put in the street name. So probably this is January Drive. And then we put 67 January Drive. And then obviously you want to make it bigger, so you put this one. So you can have those information. You can put text. You can put everything that you need to on this underside. And once we're here, what the fucker? So actually I lost the video. So here I'm just explaining that before it's just a site. If you want to change this name but you don't want to change it right here, you need to select this. And then you go right here, type in whatever name that you want, and then click apply. And then on the first floor, what I just did is I go to level 1 first. I changed the scale because I want it to be bigger. So I change the scale and then I crop it. So you need to go to extend, crop everything. So I crop whatever view that this one was. I crop it right there and then uncheck the crop so that I have it there. And then you just need to drag and drop to the first floor. So once you have, it will look like this. And then again, I don't want to change the level 1 name here. So just select this one and then look for title on sheet. Put the name there and then click apply, and you have something that looks like this. There is a sequence when you're changing or you're moving this. So I'm gonna press escape first. If you want to move this, select this first and then move. So you can move this now. But for some reason, if you want to extend the line, what you need to do first is select the view, and then this will be grabbable. So there's our sequence that you need to know in order for you to have this. So now I'm gonna press escape. What I'm gonna do is, what I did right here is the same thing that I did in my second floor. So basically I just create this and then put the second floor under the sheet, title on sheet, and then click apply, and then I drag and drop here. In terms of section, so what I did first is I went to level 1. I create section. So the section, it will be right here, and then I just create a section, 2 section, and then once you create this, you will have something right here. It will create a section, and then you'll be able to select section 1. The way that I did this is I basically change the scale first, and then I click on shadow so that it looks much better, and then I went here again to graphic display, and then change the background to gradient to look nice. And then after that, what I did is I went here under crop, so I checked 3 of this, and then I basically crop it to the view that I like. And then after you finish, just uncheck the one in the middle and then click apply, so that there's nothing showing here and you don't get confused. So I did that on section 1 and section 2. So as you can see, you just turn this on for the shadow, and then basically just go into the section sheet and then just drag and drop. Similar to that, you can move this if you want. So click on view and then move this section so that you fix it. And then in terms of elevation, I did that as well. So here I change, so you need to go to the elevation right here. You go 1 by 1, change the scale to 1:50, and then the only thing that I didn't do is turn on the shadow, because I want the change to change the view on the section and the elevation. And then after that, I go to display setting and then the background as well. So just do that as well for all of them, and then just simply drag and drop to each of the sheets that you have. And then you can crop it as well, like what I showed you. Here is the west elevation. I'm gonna crop it again somewhere right here, and then we could push this one a little bit more, and then just if you forgot to uncheck this, that's fine. It's not gonna be visible in the printout if you print this, but it's just something that for you, so that it's not bothering you. But it depends on you if that bothers you though. So after this, once you're ready, save it first, and then after that, click on print. So once we're here, you determine the sheet. So determine the sheet, or determine the printout first. So I'm just gonna print it right here, Microsoft Print Off to PDF. Determine the sheet. So I'm just gonna put it in letters, or if this is 24 by 36, you put it in ANSI or whatever the sheet size that you want. And then right here, you want it to be combined unless you want it separately. So for me, I want to click on select. So I want the selection of the sheets. So select here. But usually when you select here, this will always come back here. So you want to make sure that you click this again so that it's combined now, and then click on select. Uncheck views, and you want everything to be just viewed right here. I want to check all because I want to print all, and then usually I save a preset of this. So save as, I'm gonna call it full set. And then once you do, every time you want to print the full set, you just need to go here, and then everything will be set for you already. After that, save again and then press OK. And then OK again, and this will print out. And then once we do, let's just put in house, and then here we could basically open this and let's see how it looks.
So here's the result of our print. So we have our drawing list, we have our site plan, first floor, second floor sections, and then elevations. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.